really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
A shocking drama has unfolded, and it's taking the internet by storm. The chaos began when Iman reportedly lost his temper upon seeing Aaron near his daughter again. What was expected to be an ordinary day quickly spiraled into a fiery argument, playing out in front of a crowd. The whole situation was unplanned and caught everyone off guard. Witnesses nearby say the atmosphere changed the moment Iman spotted Aaron near his daughter. It's been reported that Iman had previously given Aaron a clear warning to stay away from his child until everything was resolved. However, it seems Aaron either didn't take the warning seriously or simply chose to disregard it. Emotions are at an all-time high, and now people are questioning if Aaron has gone too far to repair the situation. What was once a private matter has now exploded into a public spectacle, and the situation has completely spiraled out of control. This is no longer just about co-parenting, it's a full-blown clash of personal boundaries, egos, and unresolved tensions that have finally boiled over. According to insiders, Iman's anger didn't come out of nowhere, it's been building for some time. As a father, he's always been incredibly involved and protective, and this situation has really tested his limits. For Iman, any major parenting decisions regarding his daughter should go through him and Teyana Taylor. No exceptions. He views Aaron as an outsider, someone without real familial ties to the child, regardless of his growing connection with Tayiana. Iman has never fully accepted Aaron as a part of his child's life. Given the ongoing custody battles and the emotional toll it's taken on him, Iman's already walking a delicate line. So, when he saw Aaron near his daughter again, it was the last straw. The tension that had been simmering reached its breaking point. To Iman, it felt like a blatant breach of trust. Whether Aaron intended any harm or not didn't matter in that moment. What mattered was that his boundaries were disregarded. For Iman, this wasn't just about Aaron being physically present. It was about a direct challenge to his authority as a father. In a situation like this, emotions took the lead, and logic was pushed aside. Eyewitnesses described the encounter as raw and intense, unfolding in a restaurant parking lot where Teyana's daughter was with a family friend. As soon as Iman saw Aaron nearby, there was no hesitation. He made a direct approach. The situation spiraled out of control rapidly, with tempers flaring and the atmosphere turning hostile within seconds. While Aaron reportedly attempted to calm things down and reason with Iman, the latter was beyond the point of listening. Some witnesses claim Aaron remained composed, while others say he appeared shaken and caught off guard by the outburst. A few bystanders intervened to prevent things from turning physical, but the harsh words exchanged were enough to make everyone uneasy. Clips of the confrontation briefly made their rounds on social media before being flagged or removed. In one of the videos, Iman could be heard yelling about respecting boundaries and emphasizing, "my child." It wasn't just a verbal altercation, it was a public meltdown, fueled by months, possibly weeks, of pent-up frustration. The emotional tension in the air was so palpable, it felt almost tangible, even through a screen. At home, Teyana was reportedly taken aback when she learned what had happened. Although she wasn't there during the altercation, the news reached her quickly. Sources close to her mention that she's deeply frustrated that her daughter is constantly dragged into adult issues. Despite her efforts to protect her child from the chaos, this recent incident is making it increasingly difficult to maintain peace. Teyana values stability, calmness, and balance, things that are sorely lacking in this situation. While she understands that Aaron had good intentions and has developed a bond with her daughter, she also acknowledges that Iman's feelings are valid. She can't ignore the fact that Aaron disregarded Iman's previous warning. At the same time, Teyana is frustrated with Iman for letting his emotions spill out in such a public way. For her, maturity is essential, especially when her child is involved, whether she's watching directly or not. Now, Teyana is contemplating setting clear boundaries about who can be around her daughter and under what circumstances. It's a tough decision, but one she knows she has to tackle with full responsibility. As soon as the incident went public, the internet quickly erupted with opinions. Social media platforms buzzed with reactions, heated discussions, and passionate takes. Within hours, hashtags began trending, and users on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit filled timelines with their thoughts. A significant number of fans expressed support for Iman, commending him for standing his ground as a protective father. Many applauded his decision to not allow anyone to cross boundaries regarding his daughter, arguing that any loving, responsible father would react similarly if they felt their role was being challenged or disrespected. For them, Iman's response was not about pride, but about ensuring his child's safety and preserving his role in her life. On the other hand, Aaron faced swift criticism for failing to respect Iman's request to step back. Many commentators highlighted that, regardless of his good intentions, ignoring explicit boundaries, especially when a child is involved, came off as intrusive and disrespectful. As more details emerged, the online community quickly divided into two factions, Team Iman and Team Aaron. Fierce debates sparked across comment sections and live discussions. Some accused Aaron of attempting to step into a role he had no right to claim, while others argued he was being unfairly vilified for simply caring too much. Iman's supporters were outspoken in their conviction that Aaron had overstepped, especially given that this wasn't the first time he'd allegedly ignored boundaries. They argue that co-parenting is already a delicate balance, and adding a third party who doesn't fully respect the established limits only makes the situation more complicated. For them, it's about maintaining harmony and clear lines between all parties involved. Iman's supporters firmly believe he acted in a justified manner, even if the situation escalated. They argue that his response was a necessary reaction to mounting tension. On the other hand, Aaron's defenders continue to stand by him, asserting that he's being misrepresented by the media and misunderstood by the public. His inner circle argues that his involvement in the child's life has always been driven by love and good intentions. They stress that Aaron never sought to replace anyone, but merely wanted to be a steady and supportive figure. In their eyes, he's being wrongly painted as the villain just for showing a genuine emotional commitment to the child's well-being. No matter which side people take, one thing is undeniable. The entire situation has gone viral, reaching far beyond the confines of the family. What started as a private dispute has quickly turned into a public spectacle, with people from all over the world chiming in on the family's personal struggles. The rapid and overwhelming public reaction has only amplified the pressure on everyone involved, making it nearly impossible to resolve the issue privately or without external scrutiny. The situation seems to be escalating quickly and not in a good way. There are growing rumors that Iman is now exploring legal avenues to protect his daughter and set clear, enforceable boundaries. He's reportedly seeking legal advice to understand his rights regarding who can interact with his child and under what conditions. If these rumors hold any weight, it signals that the conflict is far from over and may even lead to formal court proceedings. This is a path no parent would willingly take unless they felt they had no other choice. Teyana now finds herself in an increasingly difficult position, caught between two opposing sides. What once seemed like a manageable co-parenting situation is rapidly falling apart. She may need to take on a more assertive role to protect her daughter's well-being, as the pressure of maintaining balance falls squarely on her shoulders. If things continue to spiral, Teyana might have no choice but to take formal legal action to restore stability, possibly setting clear visitation schedules, defining boundaries for interactions, or even seeking restraining orders if tensions escalate. Meanwhile, speculation grows that Aaron may eventually have to speak out and release a public statement to clarify his side. His silence has only fueled suspicions, and the longer he stays quiet, the more the public turns against him. However, any statement must be carefully crafted. A defensive tone could reignite the conflict. Even if the media buzz fades, the emotional damage, especially the breakdown of trust and communication, will linger. The road ahead isn't easy. Every choice now will have lasting consequences, especially with a child at the center. Teyana is urged to make decisions with clarity, not driven by anger or loyalty, but with her daughter's mental and emotional health in mind. This situation isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about finding a path that prioritizes stability for the child. Adults must handle their disagreements in a way that protects the child from harm, putting aside egos and emotional hurt. Despite good intentions, conflicts can still be damaging. The future of the family dynamic remains uncertain, whether it leads to legal action or apologies. But one thing is clear, things have changed, and healing will require real accountability and a focus on what's best for the child. Schlablicht is watching closely, hoping for a resolution, but the signs aren't looking hopeful. Blended families often face complicated challenges, especially when egos, expectations, and unclear boundaries come into play. Whether this drama stems from fear, love, or pride, one thing is certain: change is necessary. A child caught in the crossfire doesn't just get confused, they get deeply affected. Even if the public moves on, the emotional weight of these moments can stay with a child for years. The decisions made now will define the kind of co-parents these individuals become. In the end, the most powerful action anyone can take is to choose protection over pride. At the end of the day, it's all about the child's future, and that's something we can't afford to ignore. Stay tuned, because we'll continue to bring you the latest updates on this drama and more right here at Gossip Spill TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the juiciest gossip and the biggest headlines. Until next time, keep spilling the tea.